Hello, are we on? I think we're on. Hold on. Turn down the radio a little bit. Turn down the mic a little bit, rather. Hello. My name is Juliette Romero, and this is Radio Free Majavre. I've got a little something for the visual while we go ahead and listen to the beautiful tones of lo-fi geek Japanese radio. Because obviously I can't just play. The music here, the machine here is busted, so we've got to do something. We've got to have some background. I have a build for Vampire Survivors, if you've ever played that. It's kind of like HoloLive, but different. So we've got a build that Amanda Splatz, another resident of Majavre, showed off recently. I figured it'd be something to listen to and get the music in the background. And just feel free to hang out. If you can't hear the lo-fi, let me know. If you want to chat, the chat is open. Stream is unlisted, as most of these Majavre streams are, but I might relist it at some point in time. Let's get a little experimental tonight. There's nothing wrong with that. So I've got a list of things. Amanda has apparently made an invincible build, quote unquote, in Vampire Survivors. I turned the audio off, the game, because if you want to relax, Vampire Survivors probably isn't the best option. But we're going to go ahead and try this build out. And as soon as we get to a point where we just sit down and chill, we will sit down and chill together. We don't know how long we're going to be on the air tonight. As you can tell, my equipment really isn't working. I mean, if I had the money to get better equipment, I would. But I at least hope the mic is okay. So she said, number one, it's Miang Moon Spell is the character that you have to use. Because recovery multiplies over healing sources, and overhealing slightly increases max health. Now that's the trick there. Apparently she streamed this build recently, but still died off at a point. She realized what she went wrong, and I'll go ahead and let you know right now. When she got to the point where everything was leveled up, she was getting nothing but money or chickens. She chose money. She should have chosen chickens, because if she keeps getting chickens again and again and again for leveling up, that's going to keep raising her max HP. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get a really invincible. Have her just sit there for a little while. We're going to do endless mode, but not inverse. I don't think we're going to do inverse. And just for fun, let's take a little stroll through Backcountry. A reference to one of my favorite films, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Absolutely brilliant film. Absolutely brilliant writer, Hunter C. Scott. So hyper hurry, we need the Arcanas on for this. Inverse is more gold, but we're not here for gold. We're here for an invincible build. Now the first one we need to get is... I believe we need 5 Arcanas to make this work. There it is. Every 2 minutes it tracks all items. There we go. And we also have to talk to the shopkeep here and get another Arcana. Oh, you can't buy Arcanas from this one. Maybe this isn't the best stage to do it then. I'll try a different stage, because you need, I believe you need a total of 5 Arcanas to do this. So, let's try Hmm. What was it? Let's try compelling item. I think you should be able to do it here. Go ahead and pick up. First of all, pick up the one that gives you everything every 2 minutes. Okay. We need the left ring, the right ring. And now we're going to have to run from these guys for maybe a half hour or so, till we're powerful enough to destroy them. Okay, we don't need any of these. We'll banish the firearm. I'm trying to remember what stage Amanda initially did it on. Right, we need the 4 things that always appear once you've gone through the bone zone. Talk to him again. No, you can't buy another Arcana. You used to be able to purchase multiple Arcanas. I wonder if that's changed. Leveling up or options or something like that. Well, we need multiple Arcanas to do this. But if that's the case, I'll just go back to backcountry. Because you do need those 4 items. What else could she unlock? Kind of think something else would unlock something, but I think all she needs is Queen Sigma. Alright, let's go ahead and do backcountry then, if that's the case. Because once she ends up getting invincible enough that everything just starts coming towards her, and we're just going to have to pick up things. Oh, so it's just one of the items. Just have to go and get them. Oh, this is an interesting twist. They've changed a few things, it looks like. Wonder why that is. Okay, well that has leveled up the gold ring. We're going to need the gold ring and the silver ring and the 2 mouths. Might just have to do this in the bone zone stage. I know they're in the bone zone. Okay, we don't need any of these things. We'll banish the lightning ring. Now, as far as the bats go, Miang is powerful enough we just go ahead and run into those. But we've got to be careful. Oh, banish the gun. We don't need that. There's a very specific set of items and arcanas that you need in order to do this. Right. Gotta keep moving, we gotta be careful. We'll banish the gun. I don't know what that ABC is, I've never seen it before. We'll go ahead and upgrade the Silver Wind, might as well. Because either that or waste a skip or a banish. Gotta kite him a little, and there you go. That's one of the reasons we got that one Arcana first. Go ahead and banish the Javelin. Pick everything up here. Banish the duplicator. We're certainly getting a lot of things we don't need. Might go ahead and just start again in a different stage. Pentagram, that's one of the ones we need. We need the pentagram, and we need the crown, so we can get the one thing that... Oh, she's got a built-in revive, that's good, but I don't like the fact that we wasted it that early. Might probably just go ahead and do a different stage. Having 9 of those things chasing me. Let's do the bell zone. You're listening to Radio Free Majavre. I am your host, Juliette Romero. A little something secret for those who are seeking right now. What are you looking for? No, he doesn't give you the, you can't buy Arcana for $10,000 anymore. You used to be able to buy Arcana for $10,000. So I got to get those 4 items. We need to level all 4 of them up, which means we need the Lancet and the Laurel. We don't need any of these. We need the Lancet and the Laurel so we can level both of those up. Until then, we just need to keep running into these little skeletons. Because it's the bone zone. Oh, we need the garlic too, that's good. We need the garlic and the heart. The pomeroy, I think it is. To combine those 2 into things that actually leech life. Anything that is going to greatly increase Miang's lifespan, possibly past max. That's what we're looking for. I'm coming to you live from Majavre. Some of you may call it the desert. Just a little quiet night. It's been a quiet night. Let me know how your night's going. Alright, so that's one of the big reasons also why we wanted to get the Arcana that sucks in everything every 2 minutes. Okay, the Metallurgio left is what we want to start. Of the things we have right now, we want to start with Metallurgio left because that actually starts recovering health automatically. Take the Metallurgio right. One of them is good, one of them is bad. One will heal, one will make things worse. But once we get this set in stone, and we get it to where she's maxed out health most of the time, we're going to see a big change. Although the build that Amanda has does have 5 Arcanas. I think you can only get them through treasure chests, other than the one they gave you at the beginning. You used to be able to buy them from the shopkeeper. Now, the great thing about the thing that sucks up everything every 2 minutes is that... more garlic. The thing that sucks up everything 2 minutes is that you can go ahead and play evasively. You can run away, but every 2 minutes everything gets taken back. And just go ahead and kite them away, pick everything up again. The Arcanas really do break a lot of things in this game. I don't know, a lot of people wouldn't consider Vampire Survivors a chill game, but anything can be a chill game if you play it right. Oh, these little twisted head things from Castlevania. With the one facing left and the one facing right. Amanda had problems with those. Playing Super Castlevania 4 a couple days ago. Quite the monstrosity. I couldn't imagine being one of those things. You think they can't be sentient. Alright, just you need to keep leveling up and get the proper items. I believe she should be about level 40 or 50 by the time we've got everything we need. We're gonna need the pentagram. Gonna need the crown. We're gonna need we've got the garlic. We're gonna need the art. We're gonna need the lancet, and we're gonna need the laurel. And we're gonna have to level everything up and then merge everything using the treasure chests once they're leveled up. Okay, we can start getting rid of things. Start playing a little more evasively now. Like actively look for the chest so we can get a floor chicken for me. Because every 2 minutes, everything comes back to us. We don't need any of these, so banish the dragon whip. Up every 2 minutes. Those 4 guys who are going to be chasing us for most of the run. We don't need any of these, so banish the short gun. I don't like having to revive already. Not good. Keep leveling up the silver wind. This build kind of doesn't work unless you get a few arcanas early. That means you gotta get some treasure chests early. Because I believe you can only pick them up in treasure chests once you've got the initial one that you start out with. Or I almost wonder if it's because I'm picking these strange bonus levels. Maybe that only happens on the regular one. You gotta be careful when you're just blindly running away, because those 4 cloaked figures are considered bosses. They will chase you. Oh, there's a treasure chest up here. Will I make it? Let's see. Oh, 3. Nice. And they're garlic. Aid with the getaway. Give a little bit more breathing room, or up with the wind. Oh. Let's try doing this in one of the regular levels. No, before I do that, let's do Backcountry again, but there's a different arcana I think it'd be better to do. Let's see. There's another one. It's a healing one. Healing is doubled, and recovering HP damages nearby enemies for the same amount. There, that's it. That's it. It's not going to be used. I wonder if he starts out saying the Arcana later then. Oh, starting right out with the clock lancet. Nice. Who knows, we may not even need the one that sucks everything up. We may just, ooh, and the pentagram, very nice. We may just need to stumble upon them as downloadable items. I want to turn up the luck stat, but that's another thing that would take up spot. Oh, Romero, there we go. Getting better and better. Things will eventually get better. You know. They will. Don't know what you're going through tonight, but things will get better. So just gonna run around a little bit. Now we did not start out with the Arcana that sucks everything up, so gonna have to be a little bit more careful with what we pick up. Maybe just go back in one specific loop. But it is nice having that. I can tell the power level is going up with the healing. Pentagram. Maybe get the crown. Or maybe just start making a beeline for the 4 totems. Because they are on all different sides of the map. Oh, then there's the crown, too. Very nice. Pentagram. Once we leveled up the pentagram and the crown and got the sigil, that's going to help greatly. Because that automatically sucks everything up. It's just a matter of leveling things up. Especially leveling up that pentagram as soon as possible. Because the higher up you notice when it's used most of the time, it destroys the gems on the ground. I believe the higher you level it up, the less likely it is to destroy the gems. And since we didn't start with the one arcana that sucks everything up, that's going to be important. Okay, just keep walking into everyone. It'd be safe to walk into the enemies until we notice that our health starts going down. Because now we're starting to... Now you see the bars getting red and staying red. Okay, more crown. I want to get that sigil as soon as possible. The goddess sign, I believe it is. Plus the crown increases how fast you lift up XP, which is just going to make this whole thing that much faster. Right. So with the basic, the silver win, that's always a good smart idea. Oh, there go all the jewels. My fault that tile actually got a little faster. But I feel like life goes a little too fast sometimes, don't you? Like at the end of the day. Oh, the laurel. Very nice. It's almost like the game knows what I'm trying to do. I believe once I level everything up, there's, and when you get nothing but the money bags in the treasure chest, I believe that's when there's a better chance to get the arcana in the chest. Otherwise, I might as well just go ahead and start walking to the 4 corners of the map. And I'm not 100% happy with that, because then I leave all the gems and everything behind. But if I've got that goddess sign, that'll make it a lot faster. That'll suck everything up semi-regularly. The original plan was to get to the point where she's invincible, and then just chat and chill. See if anyone stops by tonight on Radio Free Majavre. I am your host, Juliette Romero. I don't know if you call me a host, though. I'm just here. I'm taking calls tonight. Unfortunately, our phone lines are down as well. So feel free to use the chat box if you want to say hello. Keep going with the lore. For those of you who are in here, like quote-unquote early adapters, the stream is unlisted right now. I wanted to stay unlisted for now until I get the setup going. I'll go ahead and flick the switch and list it. Oh, there's a Reaper. I believe I'll get a Chivo if I beat him. Okay, so quick assessment. I've got the pentagram and the crown. Got the lancet and the. I need the garlic. I still have not gotten the garlic. That's an integral part of this. Definitely, it'll also push enemies back. So, and I believe the Green Reaper is vulnerable. Any of the Reapers are vulnerable if you've got the right rollout, except for the white one with no face. That one's not even a character, that's just like a screen. Oh, go ahead and banish the Dragon Water Whip. We don't need any of those things. Start getting more of those Arcanas. I believe they only come... Oh, get a little close, gotta be careful. And there we go. The gorgeous moon. The evolved pentagram and crown just in time. Almost died there. Almost died there. Well, I must have actually picked up a chicken. I'll banish the curved knife. So this will help. This will start bringing stuff towards us. I think now we can start go ahead and wandering to the four corners of the map to grab the objects, because we may not be getting another Arcana for a little while. Because we do have the Clock Lancet, which we need to revolve the two rings. Oh, no, there's one. There we go. It's just one of the ones we need. 3 revives. No. Coin bags. Freezing enemies. Oh, no. It's none of the ones we need. Oh, no. Not any of the ones we need. Well, the 3 revives will be nice. But it's not the vacuum one. Well, we've got the Goddess sign, though. So I think we'll go ahead and start migrating towards the items. Just take the long way. Run back a little bit to run into enemies here and there, just to get some EXP. And eventually we're going to open another couple chests that have what we're looking for in there. What are you looking for tonight? Whatever you're looking for tonight, I hope you find it. And I hope you bring it home safely. Oh, there's the Lancet. Okay, keep evolving the Laurel. I do notice a far better survival rate with starting with the healing one than I do with starting with the thing that sucks everything out. But I noticed that the 4 things that are sitting out there right now are not popping up as options. So I'll take a little stroll around the 4 corners of the map and pick them up manually. Oh, and there's the garlic. That'll definitely help. Because the sigil, I believe the sigil, or the sign rather, the goddess sign, not only picks up gems from the explosion it does, but gems from other places on the board as well. Like one of those large attract orbs. Yep, it's sucking all of them up. Good to know. So we need those 4 items that are scattered across the board, and I think we have everything else we need for Amanda's OP build. You see, they're already starting to climb on me. not nice. What are the skeletons in your life? What about the skeleton inside you? You know, they say everyone has a skeleton inside them. I think it's fine. Gives you a backbone to stand. What do you stand for? There we go, there's the one. I'm playing on hurry with a relatively fast character, so it shouldn't take too long as normal. Plus, I am still getting the EXP coming in with the goddess sign. Getting the goddess sign, absolutely a major important part of this build. Because once we get the 2 rings, we evolve them with the clock lancet. And once we get the 2 mouths, or whatever you call them, we evolve them with the laurel. Okay, now that we're traveling to the 4 points, we have to be careful because those things in the robes that appear when we pick up the 4 items, they're quite powerful, could end you unless you're up to a certain level. So just gotta do a little dodging until we're powerful enough to take them down. Little station identification. This is Juliette Romero, live for Radio Free Majavre. And there's the boss. I know bosses always carry chest. Oh, we ran across chest somewhere in the back. Oh, it's all the way over there. Probably easier just to get it on the way back around. By then, a lot of other things will have leveled up. Can you go ahead and make our way to the proper station? Oh, there we go, caught by the man in the mask. As long as we don't run directly into him, then I think we should be okay. It's going to get harder when we get all 4 of those items, though. Oh, there's a chest. Must have killed off the boss. It's always nice when your build is powerful enough that you don't even notice until you're actually slamming right up against the boss. I don't know about you, but I find these, I actually find this game very relaxing. Very calm once you turn off the music, of course. Put on a little lo-fi. Music, by the way, these selections are from the Lo-Fi Geeks channel. Armadillo. I'm tempted to use the Armadillo, but I think I'll just banish the Ventisacra. Of course, you can't just play somebody else's music, even if it's royalty-free. You gotta do something transformative. You gotta do something a little different. And as soon as I go ahead and get set up with this invincible build of Amanda's, I'll go ahead and turn on this and see if anyone stops by today. I don't suspect they will. Like I said, this is unlisted right now. I'll be posting it in certain places. I've got to level those things up as well. Unlisted stream. We're sitting at 1 CCV, but this is an unlisted stream. For whoever the one person is now, if it's not me with my phone, We'll go ahead and get listed in a little bit. Oh, fully evolved silver wing, nice. See, once that pulsing starts, it means it's time to go ahead and go back around because it's about to wipe out the screen of enemies. Got a couple chests too, nice. Because with all the kiting I've been doing, I ended up kiting up a few. Oh, the Arcana. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what we need. This is going to make everything so much nicer. So much faster. Every 2 minutes, attracts all standard items, pickups, and light sources. Let's get it. Pick up the other things we need also on the top. Silver ring. Then install it right. Now we've got all 4 of these bosses running at us. Once we kill them off, that's going to be a sign to know that I can just go ahead and put the controller down and give you some radio-free Majavre. These lo-fi beats from Lo-Fi Geek, the Japanese lo-fi beats. Funny story. I was gonna do the American lo-fi beats, but the screen kept freezing. Like this internet connection is actually really good, but the screen kept freezing. I assume it had to be an issue with the channel itself because the Japanese lo-fi one works fine. Okay, so we've got the crown and the pentagon for the goddess sign. We got the heart and the... There we go, we just got that. No need to evolve the rest of the things for the ring, the gladius, and the cloak. I think we have room for one more weapon after that. I'm leaning towards armor or the book. Armor might be nice. The Bible might be nice too. Get a little bit more of that rotating damage, yeah. Alright, every 2 minutes, including any chickens you may have dropped. Everything. Every droppable item right there. That could trivialize some stages where you have to collect things. Plus, it also brought that one chest back to us, and that's nice. Oh, there we go. I wonder what the timer is for that goddess sign. It'd be nice to know. Yep, another mouth. These levels are going to start coming fast and furiously now that we've got the evolution of the garlic. That actually takes some hearts. And it does help quite a bit that we are freezing some of the enemies too. Although I mostly got the lancet for the level ups. Alright, we're coming up on... There we go. The next Arcana we want to get is the one that gives us 3 more lives. I think you can go ahead and take 1 tiramisu right now. Go ahead and pick everything up right now because we're just trying to kite the enemies at this point. Until we've gone ahead and leveled all the rings and the mouths up. So they're getting close enough, they're getting nicked a little bit by the heart. Still a quiet night here in Majavre. That's fine. Like I said, we're unlisted right now. I'll go listed as soon as I get the build set up more. Almost just want to focus up healing and picking up healing items because healing is doing damage. Oh, sigil's about to go off. Go and sucks everything up. That'll make things a lot faster. We'll get a few things flying at us right now, that's fine. We don't have to be as cautious right now with where we tread, because now we do have the Arcana that sucks everything up every 2 minutes. And there we go. Now we're getting to the point, it's getting a little bit more difficult because we're getting to the point where it's taking a while to level up. Like, we're leveling up faster than the enemies or the jewels that the enemies are dropping. It's not good. Eventually we want to level up everything we can, max everything out, so that everything starts either giving us chickens or money bags. And then we want to choose chickens for permanent level up pickups. So she keeps healing and keeps overhealing and keeps adding to the max HP. Alright. You listen to a little Radio Free Majavre. I am your host, Juliette Romero. Go a little more. Get everything nice and... Well, things are starting to get a little more serious now. Luckily, the more serious you get, the more things start flying at us. The faster this is going to go. I'll go ahead and take the Bible. Just to get a weapon that actually orbits around her. Oh, couple... Yes, you got a couple of chests already. Nice. So now we've got that little extra blowback, a little bit extra damage. And that'll also help us when we get to the point where we're standing still. And maybe do a little extra damage kind of clipping the men in the robes that are chasing us. Because like I said, the big thing is getting everything leveled up, everything emptied out, so that the game just starts giving us nothing but chickens and money bags. And you have to pick chickens. You have to pick chickens because you will get money back from treasure chests. You'll keep getting treasure chests. Okay. You're just zooming towards us. Kind of a sign that maybe we're getting a little too powerful. What's a little too powerful in your life? What's going on in your life? I think I may have killed one of them. Oh, I got them. I got them all. That's good. I think I can just stand now. Unless that shop... I think the shopkeeper shows up again at some point. Actually. Now, the reason you just stand here is because of the goddess sign. Eventually, the goddess sign is going to suck everything up towards her. But we're also going to have to get the chest at some point. Give it another couple minutes. Let's go ahead and level everything up. We can pick up another Arcana while we're doing it. Oh, very nice, a 5 chest. You can't skip the 5 chests, but if you're still leveling up, trying to get everything done, can't be beat. A little over $2,300. That's nice too. Let's just go ahead and stand here for a little bit. I don't know if we're ready to go live yet, but let's see. Because I just find it hilarious that you just go and just stand there. Just stand there and just do whatever. Just chat and just share. Find out what you want to share tonight. Let's see how this works with the sigil. Right. Should start sucking everything up. There we go. It doesn't matter if we pick, we just need to upgrade everything and eventually get the treasure chests that are going to come out when the bosses start swarming us. Because you need a treasure chest to merge something. Oh, we're starting to get a very nice thing going right now. We might not even need the revives. How close are we? 3 more silver rings. That's it. 3 more silver rings. Right. I think maybe once we get to 45, I'll go ahead and go. No, we got 1 left. We got the gladius that we need, and then I'll go ahead and go live. Okay, so I think that's everything till we get a chest with the cape in it. Because we'll know once the bosses start coming. We'll know once the boss comes through just how invincible she is. Once those roast chickens start coming. And at some point we're going to have to pick up the treasure chests. Because I believe, as annoying as it is, eventually they stop. And, so just have to keep picking them up till they stop. And there we go, there's the... What did I call it? The gladius, it's the infinite corridor. Halves enemies... Oh, halves enemies help. Nice. Okay, always get the floor chicken. Okay, now I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go live. Go ahead and list this and see what happens. Going live. Can we be listed now, even though in the middle of the stream? Let's find out. I don't think we can go unlisted now. Double check. Oh, visibility. Here it is, visibility. Public. There we go. Hold on. Good evening. Welcome to Radio Free Majavre. I am your host, Juliette Romero. I'm just here tonight playing Little Vampire Survivors, running a build that Amanda recommended, viewer, listener Amanda Flex. My name is Juliette Romero. I'm here in the Majavre. Some of you would call it, you see, this is what I'm talking about. When Amanda was playing previously, she had to pick up chests manually. But now that I've gotten all the arcana necessary, and it's nothing but dollar bags. If you walk into the chest, it doesn't even do the long, annoying animation of opening up and just showing you $5 bags. So just gonna sit here for a little while. I went ahead and ordered a plate of Mongolian beef. Let's see when it arrives. I'm just gonna stand here, keep leveling up by picking up roasted chickens. And every time she gets a roasted chicken at max health, it's gonna up her maximum health level, make her even more invincible. My name is Juliette Romero, and this is Radio Free Majavre. I wonder if the stream started out as unlisted. I wonder if making it public now is actually going to make it show up in places. I wonder. Got a little bit of music, a lo-fi geek. Need to be transformative though, even though they said it's copyright free. You can use it in your videos and everything. Got to be transformative. So there we go. We have hit the 60-minute mark. Meaning we have killed off the boss. Didn't even notice it. I don't know about the Bibles. Keeping way too many things at bay. Although I do think now that maybe it was good that I didn't get the Arcana with the three revives. Because if it's really truly an invincible build, then we're not going to be because we're not even going to die. Run around the ring a little bit, pick everything up, get some more chickens, a little more money from the chests. See, nothing happened when I touched the chest because now all the chests are going to have the same thing, just sacks of money. When Amanda told me, and she did this build recently, that it was annoying to have to pick up every chest, money bag. But that's because of the role she had spots for 5 Arcanas. I only had space for 3. I think it's the stage I chose, or I don't think I chose inverse. But there's only 3 Arcanas. Because the chest has a very, very, very small chance to give you an Arcana. And now I've maxed out on Arcanas. The only thing a chest can give me is a money bag. So if I just walk over it, it just automatically gives me the money bag. And that was the improvement I made over Amanda's build. It's that instead of automatically getting money bags when she levels up, she's going to get chickens, the floor chickens. Because, go ahead and max out her health, bring her max health up, make her even more invincible. I'm just gonna chill here a little while, see if anyone stops by her. If not, that's fine. Let's drop a little lore, maybe, here and there. Why not? You call it lore, right? We'll just call it daily life here in the Majavre. Amanda often calls it the desert. That's the actual name for the Majavre. It's like the Mojave, but it's also like Majavre from Fear and Hunger. You put those together, it's Majavre. Hello. Oh, we've got a caller. Colin Malone, calling from Space Witch Station 1. Currently transferring everything to Space Witch Station 2, I understand. It's nice to hear you, Malone. My name is Juliette Romero. This is Radio Free Majavre, and I hope you're enjoying the dulcet tones tonight. For anyone who's listening, doesn't want to have to put up with my jabbering, that's fine. You can go ahead and listen to this music directly at Lo-Fi Geek on YouTube. It's the Japanese lo-fi. I wanted to get the normal lo-fi, but the video kept skipping. I think it's because it's 4K, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's Radio here Majavre. We go live whenever. So, yeah. I've spoken to Amanda a couple of times. Call her. She talks about you a lot. Holds you in the highest esteem, the highest regard. So you're always welcome here. I don't even want to move to pick anything up right now, because eventually that goddess sign is going to pick everything up for me. Oh, it's starting now. And not only does it suck up the thing from the kill, it sucks up all of the stage. You'll notice in the upper right hand corner, the level is going up, even though nothing's seemingly happening. That's because I've maxed out all the weapons, maxed out all the items, and everything I can do. So the game just automatically, hey, you've maxed everything out. Do you want a sack of money or do you want a roast chicken? And Amanda said sack of money. I pick roast chicken. Because this is why, I know this is why Amanda chose Miang Moon spell. Because she has the whole thing with healing being related to power. There is power in healing, you know. I found that out myself personally. And I know Amanda always tries to play the cleric when she tries to start D&D games in the desert. They never really go through, but you know. It's hard to get people together for a D&D game. It is. In person. It's still hard online, even harder in person, because, you know, we all have lives, we're all adults. Some of us have jobs, some of us have children. It's just hard to get as amazing as an experience as D&D is. Real life has to take precedence. And I have met some people who don't have their priorities straight. That's a story for another time, though. This is just basically a little proof of concept testing out Amanda's build. Now, she has the other setup she has a different is she had the Pego Battlear. I have the King Bible instead. Because the Pego Battlear is supposed to do damage based on health and healing. But the only way it'll evolve that much is if you also have the Hollow Heart. And you do not have room for the Hollow Heart. Because you want to merge the heart with the garlic to get the garlic heart that actually absorbs hearts. And you need to get the crown to get the goddess sign. Everything else, it's the 4 items that start showing up everywhere. And I know we're strong enough to pretty much just stand here, because those 4 guys in capes are gone. Killed them off. Originally thought they were invincible, but after a half hour of constantly ducking and dodging around them, it's doable. Amanda's been quite busy this last week. Has not been able to speak about a lot of it, but she's brought it up. She's brought it up with me. And talking about what the new direction she wants to take her channel. It's not horrifically new, but there's still a lot of things that need to be done differently. Maybe a couple of mechanical things that she didn't bring up in the stream. There are a couple things she admits she didn't bring up on the stream, like how she wants to keep doing long-form stories. But she's already got a specific time slot set up for that, like 7 a.m. She's going to be finishing Blast for Central Fiction. And then 7 p.m. tomorrow, that thing that lurks in the cave outside of town is going to be doing Hellfinger. I'll admit we don't know about the thing that lurks in the cave of the edge of town. If you know, please let us know. We always welcome any tips or information here in Radio Free Majavre. So we'll wait until the chests really pile up before we start picking them up. Potentially just go all night. And this isn't even that impressive. I've heard tales that there are some builds that can go for like 3 days. Oh, the shopkeeper. I almost missed you there. Oh, revive. Yes, that'd be nice. Thank you. Notice how all the items and accessories said sold out? That's because we've maxed out our item and weapon slots. So we can't add anything else. I forgot that he resets every, I believe, 60 minutes he stops by again. It's a weird selection of items. So the hats and the minecart. It's a very strange selection. He's a strange man, but he's a good man. He originally sold Arcanas, but I don't know if we've leveled up past that, or it has to be an inverse stage or what. I think almost everything is leveled up. No, everything on this build is leveled, but Amanda still has, I think she's unlocked all the characters for Among Us. Still wants to dive into, now she knows how horribly overpowerful a Miang spell is. She kind of wants to do the story DLC for Miang. And eventually, I believe there is story DLC, or not story, but story missions for the main cast too, that you actually have to unlock, which is strange. You see the second loop, so the enemies are coming faster and stronger. It actually starts getting kind of hilarious how fast they start going at one point. Actually gets kind of hilarious. So we'll wait until we hit 84 minutes and I'll show you. Everything's going to be sucked up, pulled into a little circle. Except the gems, because we just picked those up. It'll be kind of funny to just let this run. But we can't be on all night. I don't want certain people to get on to me. I want to stay radio free. You know, if you know what I'm saying. So, who is Juliette Romero? Well, I'm your host. I'm a babiniku. You see a lot of that in the desert. You see a lot of that in FlaVR. And I'm your host here on Radio Free Majavre. I think that's all you need to know. I'm not trying to be facetious or arrogant or anything, but I'm just here as a vessel to add a little something to these lo-fi beats. To add a little transformative effort to these lo-fi beats while we try out this build in Vampire Survivors. Oh, I thought I saw her bar go down a little bit for a second. Maybe this build isn't as invincible as we thought. But it gets getting stronger and stronger the more she levels up, because she keeps picking up more roast chickens. That'll help max out her max HP. I believe last time Amanda tried this one, it ended up. It was 300 minutes in game, but she had to cut it short. We will be cutting it short at some point. So if anyone wants to chat, anyone wants to call in, unfortunately, you'll notice the microphone is quite bad. We had to get some old equipment. Something happened to our newer equipment. So I got this old mic, this old USB mic. Our music library is down right now, so we're having to borrow from Lo-Fi Geek. It's fine though. They said that you can use it for free. It's no contracts or whatever you call it. No copyright. And if there is a copyright issue, if you do get struck or claimed, you just contact them and they'll give you the form that you need. What do your signals out? No, for good mics. Well, yeah. But it's part of the experience, right? I mean, with analog horror, though, I notice analog horror is quite popular with the kids these days. I noticed that the artifacting, making you think that it's old and bad audio, that actually helps drive things home. Make things a little more authentic. I tell you don't need filters for that though. You can come down to the Majavre pawn shop. You'll see rows of VHS players. Is there a lot of pawn shops here in Majavre? That's actually where I first met the woman you know as Amanda. Met her at a pawn shop. She was looking for, I believe she said she was looking for a good monitor and a good mic for her streams. We chatted a little bit and could tell that she was kind of apprehensive. She is quite the apprehensive person. Someone whose business is involved in talking to and convincing people like she is. She does get a little nervous in person. Analog horror. Oh yes, thank you, caller. It's good, but I feel it can be a crutch too. If you don't have something there, if you don't have something substantive, it could just be a crutch, or you just slap that on anything. The old VHS grain, or the fake mic notes. You can slap that on anything and make it good. Try to be good. But if you've got a walking simulator, you've got a walking simulator. There's got to be something substantive there. When I think of this type of analog horror, and don't worry, anyone listening, I'm not doing analog horror tonight. This is Radio Free Majavre. This is just chill out here in the desert. Majavre County is the technical name, but you know it as the desert. I'm drawn back to the works of Puppet Combo, if you've ever heard of them. They do a lot of very strange horror games in the vein of 90s analog horror with the video grain and everything. Problem is they just keep popping them out more and more and more, and it's a little annoying. Like they start to blend together. So when I look for that kind of horror, that kind of genre, I recently saw Sorry We're Closed, which was a lesbian-themed PS1 style survival horror thing, kind of in the same vein of Alone in the Dark, the original Alone in the Dark. It seemed quite interesting. I'd want to check it out sometime. I know. Oh, another revival. Thank you. Oh, sure, I'll take it. I know that Steam's going to have a sale pretty soon. In fact, I noticed a couple of companies right now are having sales right now. Spike Chunsoft is having like an 80% off sale. So it's a good thing. Although I would say that Amanda, the Fire Pro company, what's Spike Chunsoft, and everything's 80% off now. Luckily, when Amanda bought Fire Pro, everything was 80% off. So there was hundreds of dollars worth of DLC she needed. She got it for a relatively good price. But that's a game that's been around several years and has several updates and has a lot of licensed wrestlers in it, like with New Japan and everything, and Stardom. So you kind of understand. You really can't be too mad. And Amanda did say it kind of saved her channel, I believe. The people who are into Fire Pro kind of saved her channel. I briefly watched Amanda's stream yesterday about what she wants to focus on with the wrestling and the lore and the. I don't know what she means by lore, though. It's just life in the Majavre. See, if there's anything you would like to know about the Majavre, the desert, any of the citizens here, Amanda, Bun Bun, the thing in the cave on the edge of town, just let me know. Drop me a line. Otherwise, we'll just see how OP Amanda's Vampire Survivors build is. Not going to be here too horribly long. I want to at least hit 300 in-game minutes before we can go ahead and say she's invincible and call it a night. Now, I did not turn on Endless, so that might scum this run a little bit. Because everything is just going to evolve to a point, but the monsters are just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. Might want to try this again another night with Endless Mode turned on. Okay, you see she's just standing there. Everything's dying against her. Every 2 minutes, everything gets sucked up into a ring around her because of the one arcana. But then she keeps dropping the goddess sign, which kills everything and sucks all jewels into her. So all I really have to do, like every few minutes, if I really want to, is pick up all the chests and the coins. Although we're getting coins from the chests. And let's take a quick look, see how the build is right now. Max health 1715. Recovery 3.3. 5 revives right now. So even if she dies, we'll be here. And I believe we got the one arcana that makes her stronger when she revives. -6 cooldown. 47 level magnet. Don't think we're going to need any more rerolls or skips though. Everything's going to be either a chest or... since she's out of arcana, occasionally get a little cake, the tiramisu. There we go, the goddess sign sucked everything, all the gems up, so she'll be leveling up automatically. And every time she levels up, that refills her 30% of her health of the chicken, and if she's at max health, which she should be because she's got a lot of things that revive her or steal energy, that'll just bump up her max health. So this may just be an indestructible run. We'll give it 300 minutes. We'll give it 300 in-game minutes because that's 5 60-minute loops. And in the meantime, so how did Radio Free Majavre start? I don't know what I'm at liberty to say, but people had questions. People have questions about our little slice of the world, and I'm all too happy to answer them. And if I don't know the answers, I'm all too happy to go out and look and find them for you. So there's this one, General Bun Bun. I believe she's a friend of Amanda's. She's a retired 5-star general from the Red Majavre Army. Calls themselves the Red Desert Army, though, even though they find it a little more artistic, I guess. A very cheerful fellow. He actually started in a stream called The Stream Will Not Exist. It was kind of a joke. It was during the daylight savings time here in Majavre, where she let General Bun Bun do a 50-minute stream between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. At the time where we were about to roll back our clocks. Springboard rollback, you know. So she did a quite strange stream. And then she privated the stream because now it does not exist. I think I'll unprivate it when this is over. I think I'll go ahead and go through Amanda's channel, see what's privated or unlisted, and see what I can unprivate and relist. Because we're coming into a new era for Amanda's channel. She was talking about this. This was initially the Majavre era. And I'm excited about what she's going to be doing going forward now. I remember she said she's not going to have assets yet to illustrate this new era. So the next couple of streams are going to look like her normal stream. But you notice she's already got new music and everything. And I got new music here, just Lo-Fi Geek, Japanese Lo-Fi. Stream hasn't been dinged yet, so that's fine. I apologize for the microphone quality, anyone coming in. Our equipment here at Radio Free Majavre, there's an issue with it. I don't legally want to say that there was vandalism, but come on. So I have this old USB microphone. It's not the greatest thing, but it's better than nothing. It's got a dual button on the back, so you can listen to what's behind if you want. But I'm right here up front. And I like the fact that I'm up front. But I do have to have my secrets, you know? Majavre is full of secrets. Some things just haven't been figured out yet. But that thing that lurks in the cave on the edge of town knows a lot more than knows a lot more than he's letting on. I don't know. Sometimes the thing in the cave at the edge of town prefers to call him or her or it. I know Amanda doesn't mind. Amanda doesn't mind because Amanda's a babiniku. It's a male VA playing a female voice or female character. So he or she is fine. And since she's a representative of the Amanda Splats project, with multiple characters, they is fine as well. Pronouns don't matter. As for me, well, what about you? Yeah, I'll start picking things up at the 120 mark. Got quite the build going right now, all the projectiles swarming in from those. I think from the double head things off screen, or rather these red guys are actually throwing them themselves. But yeah. So going forward on Amanda's channel, and you may have a question, why am I, Radio Free Majavre, why are we streaming on Amanda's channel? That is a good question. Go ahead and pick these up now. You see, they don't do the annoying animation every time we pick them up. They just, because they're automatically money bags now. They're money bags, and we're getting the chicken from the invading enemies every time I level up. I almost don't care about picking up the coins off the ground, but with the 5 Arcana build that Amanda used, she had a thing where picking up coins on the ground healed or started a fever or something. These nice, quite beautiful music, these dulcet tones, while millions upon millions of skeletons throw themselves at an invincible Japanese woman. I know that's the kind of thing Amanda's into also. Gigantic, muscular women, invincible women. I think that's one of the few things that she and that thing in the cave on the edge of town agree on. There's something about a powerful female form, right? I mean, some people can't handle it, but there are a lot of things that some people can't handle. Some people can't even handle Amanda. Oh, we got a caller. The mic quality kind of reminds me of hearing my grandpa's AM radio when he listened to baseball games. I'm certainly biased, but I like things with some jank to them. Well, then you're in the right place, caller. We definitely got a lot of jank here in the Majavre. The desert, as Amanda calls it. But we know you're the manufacturing company, correct? I know Amanda has been following you very closely. She worries about you, especially with the recent issue in your warehouse with falling over. We're wishing you well here in the Majavre. We're wishing you well. We're hoping you're safe, and we know the production line will be running out of time soon. So I'm keeping an eye on the clock. We started at 7, but this stream was now that people are coming in, I'll go ahead and say this stream was unlisted for about 40 in-game minutes. While I wanted to go ahead and it would be boring to just run around and pick everything up. So I had the stream unlisted while I ran and set up this rollout. She's got the 2 mouths and the 2 rings that always show up late game. She's also got the crown and the heart. For weapons, she's got the pentagram so she can get the goddess sign. The silver wind that Miang Moon spell starts with. The garlic for the Pomeroa. She's got the infinite corridor and the cape. And there was one empty spot. I gave her the Bible. Just for a little bit more of a up close. Manufacturing one, my inner members. Well, that's cute. That's cute. Handcrafted. You don't see a lot of that anymore. I mean, you do. Like, especially in there's a lot of local shops around here, the ones that didn't close during the pandemic. A lot of local places that Amanda tries to frequent when she can. But I know she's not in town nearly as much anymore due to working from home. But that was something that was very important, keeping business local, keeping money in the community. Because the Majavre is a really small town, small region, small population. A lot of the population is homeless, unfortunately. Try to do as much as we can for them, but there's not a lot that can be done. Because there's just not a lot of opportunities out here in the Majavre. It's a very low, depressed economic area. In fact, people calling something desert was kind of, for a while, analogous to someone calling something ghetto. And I think that's why Amanda started talking about desert celerons or things like that. But we do. Desert girls make do. But yeah, or when you do get them, it's called artisan or artisanal, if you want to sound really fancy, and it just jacks up the price. And I know, as far as VTuber merchandise goes, it's quite expensive as it is, right? Except for voice packs. I think voice packs are brilliant. Even the lowest indie can make a voice pack. It just need a good microphone and good writing. And you could sell it digitally, cut out a lot of overhead. Now, obviously, not to disgrace or be an affront to our caller, but I honestly feel like it is good to have the digital goods so you can immediately download. But there is something to have something that tangible, that thing you can hold on, you can feel, you could put on your desk to personalize your space that much more. There's definitely a place for it. It's just the logistics, especially when shipping from Japan, are a problem. Threaten me because I'm trying to bring down the cost of merch. Oh, you're thinking of the consumer. That's you start thinking of the consumer will definitely appreciate it. And I know you've got a base in I gotta sign up to the Discord. I gotta not pester, man. I gotta ask Amanda if she'd let me on the Discord. But I've got. I am very interested in seeing what happens when you finally get going, caller, and do something on a larger scale. Or even if you don't do something on a larger scale, even if it's just as it is right now, this is the perfect place, because just know you're appreciated, caller. Amanda, appreciate you greatly. I can't speak for that thing in the cave on the edge of town, but I know Amanda appreciates it. Okay, we've hit over 120 in-game minutes. A little station identification. My name is Juliette Romero. Got another revive. Nice. You're in Radio Free Majavre. If you forget the name of the desert in Majavre, it's like Majavre, but it's also like Majavre from Fear and Hunger. It's Majavre. I still have that letter. Oh yes, the thing on the edge of town said that she was considering starting smoking, just because of that letter. Because it was either that or start track fires. I assume that she was joking, but you can't tell. She's one of those people, and we all know them. She's one of those people who's joking until she's not. Or it's a joke. It becomes a joke if it goes too far. And then she kind of turns around on you saying, hey, you're too sensitive. This was a joke. When it obviously wasn't, but I think there are enough dumpster fires around here in the Majavre as it is. But it's good that it's holding up nicely, though, because I know that's proof of concept of you printing things up and having them not fade. Because I remember I had this water bottle, because I'm a radio DJ. I had this water bottle from a Bubba company, I think it was called. It was nice, that big 60-ounce thing. Problem is, after having it a few months, the paint started to chip. Little tiny dark blue flecks all over the studio floor, and I had to get rid of it. No, I got rid of it. Then I tried to find one that didn't have any paint on. That was just that silver color. Then I switched over to the Towel brand. The Towel brand, I greatly prefer the Towel brand, honestly. Not sponsored, by the way. Radio Free Majavre is not sponsored by anyone. Would we need to 3D print an insert for her? Maybe make a snack holder. Oh, a snack holder, yes, that would be lovely. A little something to keep the desk neat. I know Amanda has been trying to eat less during her streams, or at least mute the mic when she eats. Because that's probably not the most attractive thing to listen to. But she also had fun with it. That was pickles, just crunching the pickle. Although I believe listening back, she realized that you could barely hear the pickle because of the automatic noise cancellation she has set up. But yeah, it would be nice. I'm very particular about my snacks. Things like Doritos and cheese balls, things like that. I don't like getting those things on my fingers. Because, fingerprints, or you listen to Radio Free Majavre. My name is Juliette Romero. We're testing out a little build from Amanda. Probably just going to go either until she dies or until we hit like 300 minutes. Do a little lo-fi. Lo-fi courtesy of, if you just want to listen to the music itself, it's Lo-Fi Geek. Commercial-free lo-fi. And we're being transformative by using this background music to showcase a build that one of our callers, Amanda Splats, sent in. So we've heard about the thing at the edge of town that proclaims, it says it's a lot of things. I was actually here, it was 12, 13 years ago. I was here when Amanda first appeared in the desert, in the Majavre. And I noticed that the reason Sand Ruby thing in the cave, if she calls herself Sand Ruby, wears the mask that she does is because she's borrowing Amanda's face. And it was just to help not confuse people. That doesn't explain why she's doing it now, though. I don't... It's a folly to ask the thing in the cave on the edge of town why she does anything that he does, because he's going to lie. And I just don't like the kind of hooks he's got into Amanda. I did like their single, though. No Church in the Wild, cover Jay-Z and Kanye West. Please check it out, for Amanda's sake. I'll give you a little secret. Don't tell Amanda I told you this. But the way she recorded it, they weren't actually in the same room. Sand Ruby recorded her part, and then Amanda went no BS and played the video of Sand Ruby doing her part, and turned on audio feedback, or whatever you call it, where you click the 3 dots, and you can have the audio play back in the microphone or the headset as well, and just sang along to that. We've got a caller, that Jay-Z Kanye track. So yes, it does. Thank you for stopping by, caller, here on Radio Free Majavre. With the Hierophant of the Majavre, Juliette Romero. Just a little lo-fi to help you calm down at the end of the day. A little gentle. I know Amanda's voice is quite raspy and abrasive. It fits her, though. She's become a little more playful, and for a performer, that's a good thing. That thing in the cave at the edge of town, though, I don't know why she keeps giving her another chance. I honestly don't know why Amanda keeps giving the thing in the cave at the edge of town another chance. Her and that cultist of hers, the woman with the red leg. I guess I'm not privy to the type of conversations they have in private, but because Amanda's got new friends now. She's not alone like she was back then. She's got flavor. She did recently. I remember she had said that she had to stop being a V singer, though. That broke her heart. She's still gonna sing though. She still wants to do karaoke. It's just that there's a difference between calling yourself a singer and calling yourself a streamer who does a karaoke. And I think people like Broly May kind of helped her make that transition. She's never spoken to Broly May directly, but I'm saying he does karaoke and he's not a V singer. Rika does karaoke and she's not a V singer. So she can do karaoke, still can incorporate music into her channel and not have to be called a V singer. And, maybe it's for the best too, because one of the main reasons that she chose that moniker was to honor her oshis, and I think it's better that she's trying to carve her own, forge her own path now. I'm just picking up the chests. I wonder if at some point The chests occasionally have a little cake in them, the tiramisu that has a revive. I wonder if they're going to keep having that regularly. Because I believe that there's at least one thing in this build that's stronger the more revives you have. And I think the monsters are still scaling up, although Myong has been topped off for quite a long time now. Because every time she levels up, she automatically gets a roast chicken. And if her health is at max, then that roast chicken is going to bump up her max HP. So just testing out this build, see it. I think we'll call it at 5 in-game hours. I do have hurry on. I do have fast mode on. So we're probably not going to be here horribly long. I'm just here in case any of you have any questions about the Majavre, the desert of Samantha, all of it. Any questions about her or the thing in the cave at the edge of town, or 5-star General Beauregard of the Red Desert Armor, retired. Any questions at all? Just call in. Obviously the phone lines are down right now with everything else. If you want to stop by, any questions? My organization, Radio Free Majavre, we know things. We know things. Caller says Brolame is the first person I did laser with a great picture into wood. It was right to go first laser. He's a good, yeah. I know Brolame and Raimi, the two of them specifically, run in a different circle than Amanda traditionally does. Like she's with Kara and Gruv and people like that. But she wants to reach out to everyone possible. She wants to reach out to everyone. And she's going to have, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to announce it until she does, but she might have an opportunity to do that very soon. Malone knows what I'm talking about. Yep. And everything, all the gems are getting sucked up right now. Automatically. Oh, I thought those were gems. No, those are just the skulls and just going ridiculously fast because we're up to the third loop. Like I said, the only reason I'm touching the chest is to get the coins inside. Amanda ignored them during her last stream when she was playing blackjack because she hated opening up chest after chest after chest after chest, seeing the animation again and again and again. But that's because the chest still had an opportunity to give her an Arcana instead. I maxed out the Arcanas for this build, so now they're nothing but money bags. So now you don't need, I'll show you, you don't even see the animation. It just automatically gives you the money bags. The Goddess Sign only gives you the coins, or gives you the gems though. You still have to pick up the coins and the treasure chests yourself. I'm halfway tempted to find the bone thing rolling around at the bottom of the map and see if I can kill it with this invincible build. We'll save that for the, we'll save that once we hit 300 in-game minutes. I don't want to stay up too late though. Amanda is streaming tomorrow. Catch that. She's going to be doing the end of BlazBlue Central Fiction. She didn't get as far as she wanted to last time, but she's hoping to knock it all out in one day, or one morning. Could take several hours though, because it is, at its heart, it's a visual novel, and she's dubbing every voice, because they didn't dub English for Central Fiction. And then the thing in the cave at the edge of town is going to be doing Hellticker, which should be in like an hour. Right over. Next week, oh, I'm not going to spoil what Amanda's doing next week. I'll let her announce that when it's ready. It's flown a little bit. Been around. She's essentially unkillable at this point. Although there is one thing that can kill anyone and everyone no matter what in this game, and that's the White Reaper without a face. Because that's not even a character, that's like a layover. Overlay, rather, my bad, overlay. I'll tell you right now, I know I'm supposed to keep talking because I need to make this transformative. Not just copying Lo-Fi Geek's Japanese Lo-Fi stream audio, but I'm just feeling the music. Amanda listened to a lot of 90s rap and hard rock, like kind of, what do you call it? Harmonic rock, where it's rock, but there's vocal harmonies. Is there a name for that genre, callers? Things like Bad Religion, or Billy Talent. I guess you'd call it punk rock, where it's the rock guitars and the drums and everything, but there are harmonic vocals. And now she's listening to a lot of lo-fi. And she's just trying to... There's a lot of stress in her life right now, poor girl. A lot of stress in her life right now. She's trying to do everything she can to bring it down. So, brilliant choice to become a streamer, right? She's talked about it before. Talked about the late Bray Wyatt, how he's a brilliant head for horror and suspense and psychological horror, things like that. But he was a wrestler because his father was a wrestler and his family were wrestlers. So it's trying to bring what he loved to do to the genre that chose him. That's what Amanda is trying to do. Bring her style and her creativity to the genre that chose her. And me? Well, I'm just Juliette Romero. Radio Free Majavre. I'm almost wondering if I could improve this. Everything in this build right now is mandatory except for the King Bibles. I'm wondering if there would have been something better to do instead of the King Bibles. Anything else that might have sucked up hell? Nothing that only goes in one direction, though. Nothing that just goes in one direction, like the guns or anything. Because the books seem to be pushing too many things back. We want them to slam into her because she has both the heart and the garlic. Like maybe some kind of curse or something that removes the garlic? I don't know. Maybe something to tinker with. Although, you're hard-pressed to deal with perfection, right? Yeah, and I think that's a problem that Amanda has had in the past, that she finds what works, even if it's not like the greatest thing in the world. She finds what works, and she goes at it until it doesn't work anymore. Oh, I'm gonna call her. Wait, who's slamming into who? Apparently it's right now over 84,000 skeletons slamming into Miang Moonspell, the protagonist of the DLC Tales of Moonspell. Because Amanda initially got the Tales of Moonspell and the Forest one DLC. Then the other ones, the Contra one, and the Amogus one, and the Castlevania one all went on sale. So she picked it, and it's good that she did, because the weapons that you get from the Among Us one are quite ridiculously powerful. Like, the red one's evolved one, Emergency Meeting, just automatically eradicates all of one random enemy type from the map. And it's rare to have more than like 3 or 4 enemy types on a map. So it's a little too OP. But, you know, anything can be OP if you've got the right combinations. And most of these combinations, I think all the items I have right now, none of them are DLC except for the default weapon that she has. Like, if I were to choose the Peko Battler, choose Bat Robert, might be just as invincible. Because I believe his technical skill is that his life goes up exponentially at low light. I'm tempted to go get a drink, honestly. We are almost 3/5 away through our broadcast day here on Radio Free Majavre. Got any questions about the Majavre? Questions about Amanda or the thing in the cave on the edge of town, or General Bun Bun, Red Leg, any of them? Let me know. I'll tell you anything that's not classified. I mean, anything that I know. Because I'm happy to help. And I hope you're having a good night. I hope it's Saturday night. I know a lot of people probably just out partying or enjoying themselves. I hope you're having a good night. And if you just want to listen to us without my voice, check out, the music is from Lo-Fi Geek. It's the Japanese flavored lo-fi. No copyright lo-fi. Because there are so many, like, I almost chose DJ Cutman streams with for actually lo-fi music from video games. But it says right on his stream that it's not stream safe. So we got this from Lo-Fi Geek. We're hoping to have the machines back up soon, but you know, we've got to prioritize certain things. Just like Amanda had to do a whole stream prioritizing things. She's trying to look into getting it, like I said, she's going to pawn shops and everything, looking when she can for a new microphone and a second monitor. Although I told her, Amanda, you've got that old tablet, why can't you just cast to it? She's got that old, the Celeron, the ancient computer that barely runs. Apparently that's so old you can't cast to it. And she would have used her phone, but she's always got the stream running on her phone, much like I am right now, in case anyone calls in. It's just growing, evolving. Some people are in this industry 5 years and never evolve. Some people stream doing the same stuff for 10 years, never grow, never evolve. Amanda's been here 6 months, and she already wants to get better. And I know a lot of that has to do with the conversations with one Mr. Paulino. Mr. Paulino talked to Amanda about how want to evolve as a streamer, change content, and the numbers. I mean, if I were doing things for numbers, personally, from my point of view, if I were doing things for numbers, I wouldn't have started the stream off unlisted. And I would have posted the link in many different places. I think she's getting a better handle now, though, on when a stream is to help draw people in, supposed to be popular, and when it's just for her, when it's just to have fun. Because she never wants this to stop being fun. That's the main thing. And she knows if it starts becoming a job, it's going to start not being fun. I think I'm going to go get a drink once we hit 180 minutes. In-game. It's in-game. That's in-game. Don't worry. We're not going to be here another 2 hours. I'm talking about in-game time. I've got the hurry and the speed on. See how fast everything is going now. That's fine. The faster everything goes and runs in, the faster she gets leveled up, the faster she gets a floor chicken, and the higher her HP goes. I'm tempted to leave this running overnight, but now especially with the chest problem that Amanda was having taken care of, But it might be better service listening to lo-fi. Don't want to overheat, possibly screw everything up before the next stream. Amanda's already got this sword of Damocles hanging over her head in the form of a Windows update. She got that thing in the corner, the two rotating circles with the yellow dot saying, "We'll update your system outside of peak hours." Amanda streams outside of peak hours. I don't think they understand. So I may just have to force the reset before live sleep today. Tomorrow, rather. Not today yet, but it might be by the time Radio Free Majavre goes off the air. Oh, climbing right on now. Nothing's happening though. Protected. You see, and I think Amanda understands that. If you're prepared, that saved her a lot, because back when she was working in the Physical Desert Salt LLC, Amanda was, she spent a lot of time outside walking, and she'd always have like a kind of a shoulder bag with her, one of those big, just full of things that she might need, like an umbrella or gloves or a first aid kit. 99% of the time she didn't need it, and it was just an extra burden. But the 1% of the time where she did need it, it saved her life. And she lives for that 1%. She lives for that 1%, I swear. To her own detriment. Okay, things are starting to really close in now and actually stick there because of the clock lancing. Okay, we have hit 180 minutes in game. That means 3 loops, which means we've killed the boss 3 times. I'm going to leave the console, grab a drink. I'll be right back for a little more. If you have any questions about the Majavre, the desert, as Amanda calls it, or any of its denizens, just feel free to call in the chat. I had to set up a chat box because the phone lines aren't working tonight. I'll be right back. What? No, it's fine. He doesn't suspect a thing. Thank you for waiting for me. I'm back here on Radio Free Majavre, your host, Juliette Romero. Just gonna hang out a little bit longer, see if anyone else calls in, have any topics. Welcome back. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. So everything's just flooding in right now. Just picking up a couple of the chests for the money. We'll call it at 300 in game. Got a little something special for myself tonight. I'm trying to lay off the alcohol. I know Amanda is too. You know, Amanda has stopped talking about drinking whiskey and everything and Jack Daniels. Amanda didn't drink that much, to be perfectly honest. And it may have had her, not talking about alcohol anymore, may have had something to do with her recently watching someone go through the DTs. Didn't hear that from me. Cherry limeade. One of the most perfect flavors in the world. Absolutely delicious. So, future of content for Amanda's channel. I know she said she wants to get experimental, and that stream last night certainly was experimental, wasn't it? I don't think I need to tell you this, but yeah, she was wearing a bathing suit underneath that board. It was all staged. But it's still funny, I thought. A little callback from a few months ago. And then, of course, she lost to the bear again. It just leaves, it's like she said, just leave a little something on the table for next time, right? I almost don't want to talk over these beautiful beats, but then that wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair to be recasting or just restreaming their beats and just having a different visual. Gotta add something to it. Gotta make something different. And we are road testing something right now. I know Amanda's gonna have a road test stream coming in soon, but not sure when. Although, callers, if any of you are familiar with Steam, if you could call in and let me know. Amanda is about 10 cents short of getting something on deal. 9% off deal for one of the games she wants. And somebody said that she needs to sell her Steam cards. But I looked into it for her. And it's weird, like, she can't just sell them. She has to put them on some kind of market. And they're worth maybe like 10 cents each. I almost wonder if that's legal. It sounds very, very, very suspiciously like NFTs. Like, she's got just 150 NFTs sitting in the library. 6 of them of Geese Howard, the antagonist from the Fatal Fury series. She's got 6 geese sitting in her wallet. It's very weird, though, if that's how it's done. I thought they got in trouble for doing something like that back then. About people putting out games solely for the cards. I don't know. Personally, I don't deal with crypto or NFTs or things like that, so does Amanda. Personally, I don't trust any institution other than my mattress to keep my money. I know Amanda checks her bank account quite regularly just in case. But she has trust issues. Both things have happened in the past and things that have happened while she started streaming. She's got trust issues. And she's a little broken. I know she didn't go too into it yesterday because I want to keep the mood light. she's a little broken. But I think we've all got to be a little broken, especially to be streamers, right? To want to be arrogant enough to think that people want our voices on the air and want to do anything but listen to us while they work. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I've made a job of this for quite a while now, so I can't complain. Caller says, I have so many Steam cards, getting quite a thing for well before NFT. Well, that's just what it struck me as, caller. Where you just put it up, say what you want to sell it for, and then someone may or may not buy it. Because they're just sitting in there either way. And then you can buy booster cards based on games that you purchased. Just felt a little weird. I think the one she's looking for, the Spike Chunsoft sale, that's going on until January 30th. You could probably buy a card around that time anyways. Because she pre-bought Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. And it's the first time she pre-bought a game ever. She is not the type of person who pre-buys anything. She does not trust anything. But she was in the Virtua Fighter 5 Revo beta. They essentially let you play the entire game without the customization options free for like 2 weeks. And it ran on her system. It ran on her potato, as she calls it. She complains about what the potato can and can't do, but hey, she got it for a third up price, so. Not authorized to talk about politics here on Radio Free Majavre, but I know there's a lot of anticipation in the country right now, here in the U.S. Is the Majavre in the U.S.? Did I accidentally soft confirm that we're in America? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But it's a weird time right now. You gotta find people to hold on to in your life. Find people you trust, find people you care about. Make that network if necessary. And I know FlaVR's been a network for Amanda. And done a world of good. So I thought it was so strange. I heard someone passing out rumors about Amanda wanting to leave FlaVR. I don't know where those could come from. He would never leave FlaVR. Wonder where those came from. It's too bad the Chinese shop is closed at this time of night. I was gonna order some Mongolian beef. But it's a new day for the Amanda Slats Project channel. And I'm personally looking forward to it. Maybe a lot of the same games, same things, but she wants to approach things in a new way. But it's good that she's not completely changing her content, because she does have a fan base, and she doesn't want to scare people off, change things too much. Without spoiling too much, next week she's going to concentrate a lot on the things she wants to focus on. Now, as far as rollouts and everything go, tomorrow is going to look the same. But after tomorrow, she doesn't stream until Wednesday. So that'll give her a few days to possibly look for a new look. She wants, obviously, she wants royalty-free assets. She may generate something with AI, but with the streamer window and everything. It's just constant evolution. I feel like it's too easy for us to stagnate as a people. Maybe I'm getting philosophical here. Maybe I expect cherry limeade with a little something. But I feel like we're getting a little bit too complacent as people. I've been told by my manager I'm not able to say much more than that. That's fine. It's up to you, officer. Up to you. Up to you, boss. I'm gonna go ahead and run around, pick up the chests, add to the money. Everyone's just skeletons, absolutely slim. So many skeletons, it's getting hard to see the actual treasure chests. Check the map quickly, yeah. What's the... Oh, the shopkeeper's here somewhere. I think the shopkeeper comes back every 60 minutes. Where are you? Oh, you're up there, okay. Let's say hello to the shopkeeper. Oh, sure, I'll buy another revival, why not? Let's go ahead and prolong the insanity. So I think at the 5-hour in-game mark, we'll go ahead and run into that Sisyphusian bone ball. And, unofficially on the run. I know it's probably not going to kill her. Like, I don't think anything will kill her at this point. But it'll be nice to get that taken care of. That one kind of sub-boss rolling around the map. Start making our way towards it at the in-game 5-hour mark. For anyone who's worried about the region, the Majavre, with everything going on in the country now, don't worry. Amanda is safe as far as the weather goes. Against that for a lot of people. She's got friends on both coasts. She's got friends on the East Coast. We're dealing with everyone's thawing out right now. And we got people on the West Coast with the flames going on in Los Angeles. David Lynch passed away too, pursuant to that, supposedly. Absolutely brilliant. I've got to watch Twin Peaks. I know Amanda talked about wanting to rewatch Twin Peaks. I got to check that out too. David Lynch, just a brilliant guy, and I think anyone who's been watching Amanda's lore, things like that, knows that there's a real inspiration from David Lynch with a lot of the Majavre stuff that she does. Like, the desert might as well be Twin Peaks in the desert. David Lynch, especially Twin Peaks, has had a massive inspiration on a lot of things, like Silent Hill and Deadly Premonition, most obviously. Brilliant man. He was old though, and you know, the ravages of time and all that. Even though saw it coming doesn't make it any easier. Like, it's still sad when someone who's 110 years old passes away, because you know what was coming. You know they were on borrowed time, but it doesn't make it hurt any less. I don't think I'm telling tales out of school to tell you that Amanda is trying to keep an eye on her parents. She's a hag. I can confirm she's probably the oldest member of FlaVR. And that means her parents are old too, so. There are very few things in this world that could actually stop the Amanda Spots project in their tracks, but that would be one of them. So if she disappears for a while, that's probably it. Trying to wonder what I can say about next week without spoiling too much. Next week is actually still kind of up in the air, I believe. Amanda was so busy preparing for this week. But like after the 2 streams coming up, she doesn't stream again until Wednesday. So that'll give her a little time. Now that she's not doing her Saturday night streams anymore, well, I guess you could call this a Saturday stream. Because I'm on Amanda's channel, right? A little post-Splatter Day. Courtesy of Juliette Romero. Just testing out this build. So once we get to 240 in-game minutes, 4 hours, if she dies, I'll just end the stream. But if we end up getting all the way to 300 in-game minutes, 5 hours, we'll go ahead and kill the bone ball and then end stream. And when I'm done here tonight, I'm going to go ahead and go through Amanda's privated videos and see if I can unprivate a couple things, especially that general bun stream, the stream that did not exist. Because sometimes she has to private a stream because she has a breakdown or something really bad happens. Sometimes she just privates it because, you know, you have to be there. Sometimes you just got to be there, right? Now I know Miang Moonspell is taking damage because she's flashing red, but it's kind of insignificant. And then eventually the goddess sign kicks in and she just sucks up all the gems she's been getting. It's like a Cuisinart in a way. Anyone has any questions about the Majavre, what she calls the desert, any of its denizens? Any questions about Amanda? That thing lives in the cave of the edge of town, or General Bun, anything? Just call in the chat box that we've set up for our call line. I am Juliette Romero. This is Radio Free Majavre. Music provided by Lo-Fi Geek. Free. I think I'm going to have to recommend Amanda check this out. Problem is, for a lot of the games she does, it's a little stressful on her system to have Brave open and the video playing at the time. But I haven't seen any problems here that wouldn't have been caused by just normal bitrate things that a good game of Vampire Survivors can cause. Like all the flashing lights. I turned off a lot of the flashing lights in VFX just to help performance. It seems to be doing okay. And pick a few more. You know when Amanda tweets, when Sandra, she has a deal with Sandra where if Sandra retweets, Sandra has to end her tweets with -SR. I was going to say, Juliette, if you were to tweet on Amanda's channel, what handle would you use? JR? Like, no. Nah. If you want to talk to me, you can just stop by the Radio Free offices. I'm sure the guards will let you in. Proper clearance. What am I saying? You'll never find the place. This is quite the nice build. I don't know if it would work with anyone outside of Miang Moonspell or whether it's strong enough that anyone could use it. The 4 items, the 2 mouths and the 2 rings, and then the crown and the heart, the Palmero, I think it's called. Those are your 6 item slots. Your 6 weapon slots are her defense goddess, her defense blade. The pentagram, so you can pair that with the heart to get the goddess sign. The garlic, so you can pair that. No, it's the pentagram with the crown, the garlic with the heart. Then the laurel to pair with the 2 mouths to get the shroud. And the lancet to pair with the 2 rings to get the infinite corridor. And then there's 1 space open for weapons. You can do what you prefer. I chose the Bible. That's another hot topic that Amanda doesn't have on her channel. Religion, abelism, things like that. A little bit stricter than a lot of people, but it's just the circles that she runs in, the people that she's met, the stories that she's heard and experienced. And I feel that it's good that we're all different. I think that's the greatest thing about this outfit she's a part of, FlaVR, is that everyone is all different. It's not all uniform. We don't all have to wear the same thing and like same kind of haircuts. I've been asked by my manager to stop talking. Alright, pick up the chests and give it another 10 in-game minutes before I start picking up the chests. I'm not sure whether I want to private this or not, just as another little mysterious thing. But why not? I've been asking questions. Some experience for the people who were there. Even though I know I did open this up, might as well keep it open because I did open it up at some point once I started with the build to see if any random other flags going. Because I initially posted the link on Amanda's Twitter and her Discord, but then I think I was the only one in there. So putting it to, I don't know, maybe people didn't see it because it was listed to unlisted. Well, that's the thing about, especially as somebody who's got such a low CCD as Amanda does. When you want to do like mysterious streams, you gotta be there streams. You're lucky if 3 or 4 people are there at once. So you kinda gotta leave them unprivated. So everyone who was doing other things at the time could pick out the lore. And Amanda does wanna work on lore. I mean, that's why we're here tonight, right? Grab a little ice in a minute. It's warm tonight here in the Majavre. I have a little problem with my hip, just trying to get comfortable. Damaged my hip recently, not allowed to say why, but the human body is just a frail sack of flesh and bones, isn't it? It's okay, you should see the other guy. Just picking up a few of the chests. Doing surprisingly well for ourselves. I think I'll start making my way towards the Sisyphusian ball at the 240 mark. Give myself until the 300 mark to kill it. I mean, she's already killed it once, she's already got the relic from there. It's just kind of hilarious to traverse down the map and try to confront it again. Because I believe it gets bigger the more skeletons it rolls over. We'll give it a few more minutes to see if anyone else wants to show up. If you want to chat, if you got any questions about the Majavre, I will answer it to the best of our organization's abilities. There's still a couple things we don't know. There's still a couple things that thing in the cave at the edge of the town doesn't. Just picking up a couple of guys. Oh, and there goes the goddess sign again. Realistically, what good is it to be this overpowered at this point? It's hilarious, don't get me wrong, but at some point you don't need to farm for gold anymore. Unless you're in a certain stage where you have to kill a certain amount of characters. Like to get Ambrojo, you need to kill 6,000 stage killers. Or to get that one skeleton with the halo, you got to kill a few thousand bones. Alright. There we go. We are up to 4 in-game hours. Like, maybe 3.5 real-life hours. Started at 6, right? So we're going to make our way towards that question mark in the corner of the map. I don't have to worry, because every 2 minutes, everything comes to us. Now, the problem about going straight over to the question mark is that I know the bone Sisyphean bone ball is constantly moving. So we may have to, once we figure out where it's going left or right, have to change our trajectory. Or it might just be easier to just go straight down. Oh, it's already moved on to the left? Oh. A couple of chests out there, but once we hit 242... Oh, it must be going quite fast. It's already on the right side again. It must be quite turbo speed. So once we get 242, the Arcana will kick in. Just pick up everything. Circle back. Don't even bother picking up the gems, just picking up the coins. Because eventually the goddess sign will pick up all the gems for us. So it must be going quite fast. We're just going to keep going south until we're at the same level as it is. Let's see what happens when we run into it, if we are truly invincible at this point. I don't know, Amanda said that the reason she loves big, muscular women, powerful women, is because there's just so much like sad people and rape and things in porn that it's kind of nice to see a woman enjoying herself and in power. I think maybe she's just looking for someone to save her. Oh, oh, that's weird. It moved all the way up to the top left corner. Did we accidentally loop around or something? Cause it was down underneath. Maybe it's running vertically now instead of horizontally. I don't know. We'll keep going towards. Oh, now it's over here. That's strange. That's very strange. Unless we're like that close. Gonna have to pause every few seconds now. Oh, there it is, there it is, there's the bone ball. There's what we were looking for. It's just going as fast as everything else. And as we get closer to it, it gets bigger and bigger. And we just destroy it. We just walk into it and end it. Just walked right into it. Didn't even get to touch it, I think. We've got over 100,000 kills, over $100,000. Level 241. I wonder if there's a point in staying on. Or if there's a point in staying on the whole fight. I think we've proved Amanda's build. So I know she wants to, now that she knows how powerful this build is, she eventually wants to do a stream where it just goes for like 12 hours. and does other things. But I'll let her talk about that. For now, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just wait a few minutes in case there are any callers. We'll be going off the air shortly. Callers, if you have any questions about the Majavre or its inhabitants. Any questions about Radio Free Majavre? Do you want to know? Otherwise, we just start to learn about it and send Ruby Amanda's writing streams. And she does quite enjoy those writing streams. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give it another 10 in-game minutes. Hit that full 300 minutes and then just end. Just a little something extra, a little something strange. She wants to explore the strange, and I figured somebody jumping on her channel with this radio station that she's never heard. I'm sure she's never heard of it. We've been keeping a close eye on her. I'm sure she doesn't know. Then again, the question is, why would we expose ourselves now? And, you know, maybe we just want to keep things interesting. Who knows? I've been informed by my manager that this now may be the last installment of Radio Free Majavre. I apologize. Maybe I said too much. Thea wants to talk to me. Hold on. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I mean, like, even if they know, like she's not gonna be able to do anything about it, right? Right. I'm back, just having a little discussion with my engineer over here. It's always a fun day here at Radio Free Majavre. I go back to the concept of Amanda looking for someone to save her. I'll tell you right now, it's not me. It's absolutely not that thing in the cave. I think it might be best for Amanda to learn how to save herself. But no man is an island. That goes for babinikus. So having a support system regardless, I know that's important. And we here at Radio Free Majavre do thank you and FlaVR. Let's be honest, FlaVR is the only people listening to the stream right now. FlaVR and the FlaVR Jason. And we here at Radio Free Majavre do thank FlaVR for assisting our little desert rat, desert coyote. Is she a coyote? I mean, San Ruby says she was a coyote before she got hit. But how much do you trust San Ruby? That thing in the desert. Because, you know, I could tell you some stories about her. I swear to God. I mean, I've been trying to be quiet. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut about that thing in the cave at the end of the desert. But I don't like... It's getting along with Amanda right now. But I don't like the intention